Okay, I saw one strategy people had in answering this. Some people put a line right here. Same, different, and that looked like it left them good space to do both parts of the answer and reminded them to do both parts. So smartphone and music club. First of all, what graphs were they, Sam?
They were smart deal and musical. Smartphone. Oh, they were graph A.
Graph A. A and B. Okay, so here's B. B-I-C-B. And here's A. A. B. A. B. Okay, so these two tables over here, what did you see the same? What did you see different? Somebody? Yes.
Both go up.
Why is that not focusing?
Focusing.
Both go up. They both are increasing. Back table, did you have anything else that was the same? Okay, Wyatt?
They both start at 0?
Start at 0. Okay. Myra, what's different in those two graphs?
One of them goes at a constant speed.
One constant, and the other is curved. They're both going up from 0. One goes straight up in a straight line. One curves on up. Thank you very much. Something fishy. Middle two tables. You had H and D, right? Okay, so what were these? B and what were what?
B.
They were A and B.
Oh, that's
And B. Okay, something fishy and it's magic. You guys had D and H. Was that right? D and H. Go ahead, flip back a minute. Take a look and see what we're going to be looking at. Here is D. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, no, that's not D. Here's D. Okay. Whoop. And where's H? And here's H. H. And D. All right. What can you guys tell us? D and H. What's the same? What's different?
They're both negative slopes.
Negative slope. If you need to now be writing down the stuff for the one you didn't do. Sorry if I didn't tell you that last time, but you should end up with all of these filled in eventually. Negative slopes. So where, and I'll put what we just wrote in case you didn't copy that. So whereas these two were both going up, these two are both coming down. All right? Back table, what's something different about them? Christopher, did you notice something different?
They start at different points.
Start at different points, thank you. So whereas the ones going up a lot of times start at 0, the ones coming down started at different places along the y-axis. What else was something different? Middle two tables. I saw a big, huge difference. Christopher.
One was dropping at a constant rate and the other one was curved.
One constant rate and one curved. So kind of like A and B, one was a straight line and one had a curve. So there was a change in the rate of it was coming down. Baton twirling and jelly bean. First of all, what were your letters? Jerry?
F and C.
F and C. I might not have those in the right spot, but okay, here's C. And here's F. All right. What can you tell us about F and C? Somebody from these two tables. Mr. Teodoro. Start at different points. Okay. Oh, I put that on the same side. Sorry.
It's okay.
That's a difference. Okay. What's the same? Christian.
Both change directions.
Change directions. Both change directions. Okay. What else could we say? Either same or different.
Are they both symmetric?
Symmetric. Symmetric is like butterfly. The two sides are mirror images of each other. If we folded them in half, the two ends or tips would touch. Okay, so there's a midline somewhere. Nice. Okay, number 6. Write a scenario and sketch a graph to describe a possible trip on a different day. Consider scenario A, trip to school. Write a scenario and sketch a graph to describe a possible trip. Okay, so let's take a look first at what that trip to school was. Trip to school.
Graph E.
Graph E. Myra began her 1.3-mile walk to school. After a few minutes of walking, she ran into a spider web. She hates spiders, so she ran until she came to her friend Tanisha. She stopped and told Tanisha of her adventurous morning and the icky spider web. Then she walked the rest of the way. So here she is walking, hits the spider, runs, stops for a minute, is talking to Tanisha, and the two of them start walking again. Okay? So I bet you she doesn't hit a spider web every day. She might not even see Tanisha every day. Maybe she does. Maybe they have a plan. They, one lives a certain distance. Okay? Right now, you need to think of a different trip to school. So scenario is trip to school. Okay, what were the independent and dependent variables for trip to school? Look back. Time and distance. All right, and I'm going to, well, actually, should we do this one together, or maybe we'll do it together? Let's see. We can draw the picture first and then write the scenario. We can write the scenario first and then draw the picture.
Let's draw the picture.
Let's draw the picture first. Okay. Do we want to keep it with Myra, or do we want it to be one of your guys' trip to school?
Jerry.
We're going 30 miles an hour, and the cops came behind us, and we were going 90 to get away.
Today? No. Okay, so that's one we can envision. Let's see. Who haven't I talked to lately? Anna's hiding over there a tiny bit. Kenya's pretty quiet. Noodle's always good for a story. Noodle.
What? Noodle can read.
Noodle, tell us. No, Noodle, tell us what happens as you leave your house until the time you get to school. Do you walk? Do you wait for the bus somewhere? Do you ride the bus? What?
I do ride the bus.
Okay, and keep it PG school appropriate, please. What happens on Noodle's way from his house to school?
I walk to the bus stop and it picks me up.
Walk to bus stop.
You guys are gonna drive me insane.
Okay, how long of a walk is it, Noodle?
It's pretty short. It's like pretty short.
Short walk. Noodle, how long do you usually have to wait at that bus stop?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay, wait 5 minutes. Okay, and then how fast does your bus driver drive? Do they have other stops?
There's like 2 or 1. I don't remember.
2 bus.
It depends. Like some people.
There, a lot of the West Mariners, there aren't that many. They get them down at West Marine School and take you all up as a big pack, right? So I don't know where Noodle's bus is, but he says he has about 2 bus stops. And then who's your driver, Noodle?
I don't know her name. I really don't like her though. She's my least favorite.
Annie?
I miss Leanna.
Is she fast, slow, medium?
She's
Oh,
sour.
she was everyone in the dust.
Is she fast?
Yeah.
Annie, pretty fast. Okay. So there's a scenario. Write it down if you haven't been writing. Chris, do you have this written down? In your book? Okay, so here's Noodle. Compared to the bus drive, he's probably walking slow. Slow on a graph means it's not very steep slope. Okay, so over time, he's not traveling a very big distance. And then Noodle stops at a bus stop and waits. So for a little bit of time, he's in the same spot. I'm going to put it just 1 box over. So there's him walking. There's him sitting at the bus stop. Is that too low? Here we go. Okay, that's the walk segment. Here's the bus stop. And now there's only 2 stops, but this bus driver drives pretty fast. So let's do this. I'm only going to draw one of the stops because I only have a tiny little graph. Here's very slow is a small slope. Very fast is a tall slope. But here's one bus stop. Here's another bus stop. And there we go. And probably I shouldn't have gone a whole box because I bet you they were quicker at the bus stop than Noodle was sitting and waiting. But, you know, we're only so sophisticated. Oh, my goodness. I think that might have been the bell. Sad but true. Our time here is done. Okay? I didn't get time to pass out your homework packet, so happy Monday. Oh, wait. I do need your book to turn on. Okay. I heard a great little bell. Thank you for bringing it here. No, because I didn't get the packet. I don't want to make you late for break. No!
You have any homework?
What?
You should have me over again.
I had it ready for you and I didn't pass it out, so. And I lost track of time.
Jerry, you have to run me
There you go. So that is.
I don't sweat in shirts.